Good evening, friends, fellows, channel members. Oh, what an absolute nightmare. So, we've reinstalled the Fenix aircraft and it seems to be working. I've got no idea what was going on, but there we are. Yeah, I wanted to be airborne probably a good half an hour ago. So, well late. Our passengers are annoyed. I'm annoyed. You guys probably a bit annoyed. But we've made it. We're here. I've managed to reinstall the Fenix and it's all working. I've got no idea what's caused the issue, and it's stuff like that that really frustrates me because, you know, best laid plans and that all going out the window. And we're heading to Geneva tonight where there's a VATSIM event on as well, so that could be good fun. So welcome everyone. We are going to get airborne as quickly as possible, but still doing things as realistically as normal. So a big hello, thank you so much guys to everyone who is joining us both on Twitch and of course on YouTube. Bunker says nothing like a realism of a 30-minute delay. Well, yeah, I suppose when you look at it that way, Bunker, that's true. A massive shout out and hello as always to our Easyjet and Ballot channel members. Hey guys, hope you're all doing so well, and thank you for coming on board tonight. As I say, much later than planned, so really looking forward to chatting with you guys once we get going. Now, Fenix to GSX, of course, is not working, so I will just start that manually. But yeah, really want to whiz through the brief and get out of here. So there's the operational flight plan. It is there on screen. We've got a nasty call sign tonight. 46 Quebec Romeo. Who adds that many syllables to a call sign? But it is the real world call sign, so there we go. We've only got a 10.5 ton payload today, 6.5 ton underload, so that's fine. Takeoff weight is about 60 tons, which is below max landing weight, so don't need to worry about that. Zurich is the alternate. Cost index of 4. Something tells me I'm going to increase that. With a tailwind of 35.9. That's nice. Now, we've got a takeoff alternate tonight shown there as well, which is Copenhagen, because apparently the weather's meant to be rubbish here in Berlin, although I want to look, it doesn't actually look that bad. Looks alright actually in the sim. I'll have a look what the live meteor's showing us. See what it's actually meant to be. So expecting 25 left departure. That's just sat behind us once we get in the aircraft. And ILS approach 04 into Zurich. Plug fuel is about 5.7 tons. That's fine. And we know then terrain's the issue, isn't it? As we get towards Switzerland. Right. Reason we've got to take off alternate tonight is because, yeah, look at that. The cloud base is meant to be 100 feet here in Berlin, and visibility only 500 feet. Well, I should have planned this properly, but you know, I've been in a bit of a rush. Copenhagen is not usable as a takeoff alternate. I'll let you guys come to the assumption as to why that is indeed the case. Yes, it's over a couple hundred miles away, which is fine, but the visibility, it's still auto land territory there. So you know, if we took off, we had a problem and we couldn't get back into Berlin because the weather's rubbish, and we need to auto land somewhere. Well, Copenhagen's not the place I'd want to be going to. Funnily enough, Geneva's got a ceiling of 800 feet, but the visibility is fine, so that's good. The good alternate, the main alternate tonight is Zurich, and as you can see there, that's all looking fine. Good. Let's have a look at the actual weather brief then. Here it is. So departure, destination Geneva, 6,000 meters, few clouds 500, broken 900, -3, QNH 1029. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's Cat 1 stuff, and we can cope with that. So what's the weather meant to be doing here in Berlin? Overcast, 200 feet. Okay, so LVPs probably are in operation here. There's our flight route. Nothing significant about that. Berlin, I've already looked through all these NOTAMs whilst I was sat waiting for stuff to work. There's no NOTAMs, so we're fine. What fuel we're going to take then? Well, going where we're going, and a few go-arounds maybe, or due to weather or whatever, a VATSIM event as well. Let's take 7 tons of fuel. We've got plenty of space. We're underloaded tonight, so 7 tons of fuel is what I'll tell the guys to load. Let's have a look at our departure charts then. Let's just hide that. So we're parked in the usual place at the Charlie Apron. I'm hoping for a 25 left departure because that's a nice short taxi. Little threat there, a short taxi. Massive long runway though, so that's always good. And the departure itself, we'll just have a quick look. Look at the RNAV departure. Speed constraint there of 220 knots. That's fine till we get to the 263 waypoint. Other than that, we're all good. MSA 2,400 feet, and it's pretty much an immediate left-hand turn. Looking at that, nav aids, we've got the Berlin Brandenburg VOR, which we'll tune in once we get into the aircraft. Right, let's go and find our said aircraft. Where are you? Ah, there it is. Look at this. Is there anyone here tonight on VATSIM? There's no one at the Charlie Apron. We've got the entire apron to ourselves this evening, so that's all good. Right, let's get on board and start setting up. And just whilst we're doing that, I'm just going to tell the Fenix app to load our aircraft up with everything. So we're currently 28 minutes late according to our flight plan. Never mind. And yeah, I'm just telling the ground crew we want 7 tons of fuel to be loaded, please. That's get that all done. Right, let's check then that aircraft's in the right state. Now, I've got to make sure things work tonight. I've literally reinstalled the Fenix, so any options that I did have set up might have changed. I've recalibrated all the thrust levers and that, so that should be alright. Pumps are off, packs are off, we're on external power. That's fine. I'll get the APU started very soon so we can get out of here as soon as possible. Guard frequency 121.5. Yeah, come on, should be monitoring that. There we go. Hey, Dark Fury, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Good to see you coming in. Right, thrust levers are, yeah, they're nicely calibrated. Engine start switches most selected, that's fine. Parking brakes set. Spoilers and thrust levers and flaps, they're fine. Acupressures in the green, that's grand. Kept the constraints on, and our initial climb out tonight is 5,000 feet. Wonderful. Okay, again, to be quick, let's just grab the ATIS. I'm just going to read this out. So, current information is Foxtrot. ILS 25 left, 25 right in use. Wind 270 at 3. Visibility is 27 meters, 2,700 meters that is. There's mist, overcast at 200 feet. So LVPs will be in place, definitely. That affects some things that we can't do, etc. QNH is 1030 and no significant changes. Okay, that's fine. Alright, well, let's go through and check we're set up. So 1030 is the QNH, audio control panel set up, switching panel is fine. I've already checked all of that, that's fine as well. Do you know what? I've also noticed that having done that quick reinstall, my FPS seem much better in the Fenix aircraft. I'm not sure why. It's just something I've noticed. Well, right, so IRS, get the 3 nav greens in there. Yep, that's fine. Aircraft status. Oh god, the ARX cycle. I did update the ARX cycle, thank god for that. You obviously have to update that every time you reinstall the aircraft. Okay, let's do the init request. Hello guys, if you are just joining us, later than scheduled, apologies for that, but if you do fancy hitting that like button and supporting us, I know we're late, but please support us. Then thank you so much. Call sign today is 46 Quebec Romeo. I tell you, that's a right mouthful. Cost index of 4 is the plan. I'm gonna see if we can increase that later on. Ground temperature is -1. Oh, hang on, where's my operational flight plane gone? Come on, I need that. There we are. What's the tropopause? Do you know what? I'm going to leave that. I think it's close enough. Cruising at what are we cruising at today? 35,000 feet. Okay. And the temperature is minus 61. Okay, and IRS in it is fine. I could request could contact ATC now and ask them if they want us on 25 left. I'm going to guess 25 left because we're at that side of the airport. No point sending us all the way around to the other side. Logged 1 November. Logged 1N. There we go. Insert that. And then we are expecting ILS 04 Benot 1 November. And that comes in via Indis. If memory serves, we'll check that en route. But I'm pretty certain that's correct. Okay, 534 miles on the OFP, 536 miles in the box. Perfect. Radnav page, BBI. Just hard tuned that. It's auto tuned anyway, but we'll hard tune it. So that's fine. Right, on to init B, where I need our load sheet in a moment. How many load sheets? Revisions. Oh, we've got a final load sheet there. Ah, that's wonderful. Right, in that case then we can use these for the figures. So we've got 54.7 is the final zero fuel weight. Of course we've got the final load sheet. We're that late. They've been waiting for us. 28.6 is a zero fuel weight CFG. Takeoff CFG is 26.7. Fuel in tanks 7 tons. Perfect. Alternate fuel is 1.4 tons. And have I not downloaded the trip wins? I must not have done. Let me just download those. Wait for that to sort itself out. There we go. There we go. Winds in. Let's do fuel planning. We're taking 7 tons. Let's see what the aircraft wants us to take. Void Tyler, hello to you. Welcome. First time here. Fantastic. Captain Guru, I am indeed British. What gave me away? Aircraft wants 6.1. We're taking 7. That gives us then a takeoff weight of 61.5 tons. And that's an extra 27 minutes endurance time. Perfect. Alright then, so onto the performance page. It is dry here. 2.5 left is the plan. Flaps 1, no need to force toga. Anti-ice will be on. Packs will be off. Takeoff weight 61.5. CFG for takeoff is 267. In section data, I think we might as well just go full length, hadn't we? Say it's not a massive taxi. I forgot what stand we are. I think we're at Charlie 12. So, yeah, full length. Why have we lost connection with the simulator? We've reconnected with the simulator. Dismiss. Don't do that to me. Okay, let's get the V-speeds in. 130, 135 and 135. Flaps 1, flex 68. Yeah, high flex, long runway. Okay, so just confirm those. They're the speeds that we've got there, so you can all see those calculated. and let's just check out what the engine out procedure is here. 25 left, 1149, 1149, engine out 1149, perfect. Standard engine out procedure, 1700 feet, left turn, KLF VOR and hold, perfect. So that's straightforward and easy. Secondary flight plan, just copy the active, and then I tell you exactly what we'll do to save time. I'm just going to put the KLF holding point in. So that will change how I brief the engine out procedure in a moment, but saw that in a minute. Just enter the hold. Inbound course is 020, and that's right turns. Okay, perfect. So engine out, acceleration altitude 1700 feet. Alright, good. Let's contact air traffic control, get our clearance, and get out of here. What frequency are we on? 121855. Berlin ground, good evening, Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo, stand 12 Charlie, Type A320 requesting of our clearances file to Geneva, and we have information Foxtrot.
Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo, Berlin Apron, good evening, information Foxtrot correct, startup approved, cleared to Geneva Aerodrome, log to 1 November, flight altitude, climb flight at 5,000 feet, squawk 1000.
Cleared by the Rugdo 1 November departure, initial climb 5,000, squawk 1,000, Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo.
Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo, feedback correct.
Awesome, let's get the squawk in, let's just get off that frequency whilst we do everything. Talvin, you have to just be a little bit patient with that, mate. It is in hand. They've had a lot to do over the Christmas period, so don't worry about it. And if you drop me an email, a message on Discord, I promise I will get around to that. Okay, so let's brief. Starting with the weather then here. So LVPs are currently in operation. So a couple of things that we can't do. Aircraft needs to be stationary when we're running all our checklists and things. We can't do them whilst moving. No single engine taxi. So that's out. Not that we do that anyway. It's not exactly a long taxi either, is it? So the weather, we've got 210 at 3 as the winds. Visibility is 2,700 and it's overcast 200. Anti-ice will need to be on then for this departure. Weather en route looks fine. Weather for arrival looks okay as well, to be honest. Low cloud base, but still Cat 1 stuff at the minute. Aircraft type A320 and fully serviceable with the exception of the weather radar. No NOTAMs for the departure. Threats to be aware of here in Berlin. I say we've just got the short taxi, LVPs in place, but other than that it's fine. We've got air traffic control, etc. The weather's not really going to pose us any real problems unless we sort of lost an engine and the ability to auto land. Then we'd have to come up with a plan, wouldn't we, in the hold. But touch wood, that won't happen. Okay, so the taxis, say this is going to be pretty straightforward. So stand Charlie 12, pushback will face seeing east presumably on Echo Bravo, and then straight there on to Alpha, holding sort of Mike. It's not going to be Mike 8. Yeah, Mike 8, but LVPs. So the one in the top just there. Departure itself then straight out with a left hand turn to the first waypoint and speed constraint of 220 knots, MSA 240 and initial climb clearance of 5,000 feet. And if we just quickly look in the box then, whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to start the APU so we can get going ASAP. And 2, 3, there we go. Quick look in the box at the performance speeds. Clean speed is 208. That's fine. I'm just going to pre-select 208. I might as well climb at clean speed rather than... oh! Let's not climb at that speed. Wouldn't get very far. There we go. Yeah, might as well climb at green dot speed. And be a bit more fuel efficient. I can burn that fuel then up in the cruise. Good. So that's all done. Guys on Twitch, good evening to you. Alex M rating us as well with a party of 20 over there. Thank you so much, Alex. Hope you're well. You're joining us just as we're about to get the APU up and running and start at Pushback. So hope you're doing well, guys. So I'm just waiting for the APU to start, and I think as well everyone's nice and on board now. I'm just going to double check that is indeed the case with the Fenix app. Yeah, everyone's boarded. Wonderful. 7 tons of fuel. That's balanced as well. Cabin crew are here. Hello.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are now on board.
Okay, thank you. Get the doors closed and we'll look to push as soon as possible.
Okay, I let the crew know and we'll get closed up as soon as we can.
Right, APU is up and running. This should be our final load sheet, yes?
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count and the total souls count. Plus yourselves, of course.
Wonderful, thanks.
My pleasure.
Okay, APU's on, APU bleed is on. I'm just going to get rid of those company messages because I don't like seeing them. Yeah, they're the preliminary load sheets, which we don't need. Good. And I think GSX has finished. So let's get them into position. Do we need de-icing treatment? No, we don't.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Tommy, come to Dusseldorf. You're on air traffic control duty there, are you? Oh, that's a shame. We don't fly to Dusseldorf. Simvind, thank you so much for the sub. Right, quickest PA in the world.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our delayed flight tonight from Berlin, heading to Geneva. So we apologise for that delay. We are going to get pushed back as soon as we can, and then once we're in there, we're going to do our best to make up the time en route. Weather departure is a little bit misty, but other than that, it's fine. We've got no en route delays, so you can get yourselves into your seats, sat down, and we'll get going as soon as possible. Thank you. Seatbelt signs are on. Okay, let's just do the cockpit preparation checklist then. So aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity is 7 tons and balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. Ideas, we've got 3.5 green. QNH is 1030. Right, APU is running, so let's disconnect the external power. Ground crew can now disconnect GPU. Get one of the packs on. And we'll get back on ground frequency, ready to push.
66 November Zulu stand Bravo 12, request taxi please.
2066 November Zulu, taxi Victor 2, hold short of Bravo.
Taxi Victor 2, hold short of Bravo with 66 November Zulu.
And Berlin ground Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, stand Charlie 12 as ready for push.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved and facing east, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo. So that's tail to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, beacon light on, transponders on, acupressure's in the green, nozzle steering's disconnected, and the before start checklist. Parking brakes on, takeoff data has been confirmed, windows are closed, EFBs are on flight mode, doors closed and armed, beacon light is on.
Release parking brakes, please.
And parking brakes released.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are
Pushback and start.
So, confirmation again, nozzle steering is disconnected, start the timer, engine mode selector
Oscar
to
Echo
ignition,
1 and 9
and
pushback
starting
approved,
engine
facing
1.
north.
Pushback approach facing north, Oscar Quebec 09.
With your 66 November Zulu, contact tower on 118.805, bye-bye.
Tower frequency 18805.
Can you repeat the frequency again, please, with a 66 November Zulu?
With your 66 November Zulu, contact tower on 118.805.
Darius, good evening, mate. Oh, mate, thank you so much for your very kind super chat. What I say the flyby A320 is study level?
Oh, thank you, and have a great
not
evening.
yet.
66 November Zulu.
I wouldn't class it as study level yet. If you want a study level A320, then the Fenix in Microsoft Flight Simulator is the best one available to you. There's just too many systems not quite operational yet in the fly-by-wire to call it study level. Dark display is so tricky to speak
With that 207,
to ATC on VATSIM.
Bravo.
So the flight plan is either wrong, you need to read back like 100 stories. Welcome to the world, or welcome to the real world of flying dark display. Engine number 1 is stabilized, starting engine 2.
Oscar Quebec 09, request taxi.
Explorers Map, what would I classify as study level?
0.03,
I would class the aircraft as having all the failures involved. I mean, this does all the major systems working, even the minor systems working as well, to be honest. So, yeah, Organ Aviator, would I say the tallest and explained study level? Yes, yes, Organ, yes, I would.
Lufthansa 123 Berlin Airplane, good evening, taxi to gate Bravo.
Gaming Bubble doing his first VATSIM flight tomorrow. Any tips for you? Yes, fly to an airport you know very well. Fly an aircraft you know how to fly very well. And have a pen and paper to hand. Right, engine 2 is available, so engine mode selector to
207,
normal. I can come off. We need the anti-ice on. APU can come off. Arm the spoilers. Zero the rudder. Flaps 1. And what's our trim? 26.5. Yeah, that's about that.
Lufthansa 1128, you missed intersection to taxi on Victor Charlie. Turn now left and taxi into the gate Bravo.
Come on, JSX, what are you doing? Interrupt pushback. No.
What's that? Turning left into Bravo 02. Sorry for the miss.
Alles gut, kein Problem.
Where's she going? Come on, what's happening down there?
Cargo look 2743, requesting taxi. Cargo look 2743, taxi by
That
Victor
looks weird.
1 short of Bravo.
Okay. Yes, let's interrupt pushback.
One holding short of Bravo for cargo look 2743.
Oh, well, that was interesting. Looks like our pushback has been completed, so let's put the parking brake back on, shall we? Right, parking brake is on, nose wheel steering is no longer disconnected. They've disappeared randomly. And let's do our after start checklist. So anti-ice is on, ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim is 26.7 and red trim is neutral. Hey Starman, thank you so much. Great to see you and joining us on our flight tonight. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Everyone's seated and secured for takeoff.
Okay, short taxi, so if you want to get yourself seated, please.
No problem.
Contact 4, Delta Sierra, taxi to gate Bravo 06 via Victor 2.
Taxi to gate Bravo 06 via Victor 2, Stellung.
Ground Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo is ready for taxi.
Section 118, decimal 805, bye-bye.
Oops, I think we might have just stepped on them there.
Good evening, tower on 118.805 for cargo logs, distance 14. Bye-bye.
And ground Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo, ready for taxi.
Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo, taxi via Echo, hold short of Bravo.
Taxi via Echo, hold short Bravo, Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo. Right, so before we move then, quick pets check. So, no change to our performance, no LMCs, engine out procedure standard, straight out, 1700 feet, acceleration altitude left, turn to our hold. MSA is 5,000 feet, so we'll hold at 5,000 feet. Correction, MSA is 2,400 feet, so we'll hold at 3,000 feet if we need to. Departure is Rogden 1 November, straight out with immediate left turn, and speed constraint, we're going to hold green dot, and initial climb 5,000. We're going to taxi Echo, hold short Bravo, so that's not one taxi at all, just round this corner. Let's just do a flight control check then, so full left, full right,
contact tower on
neutral,
118.805,
full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, rudder, full left, and neutral. Taxi light, auto brake, weather radar, TO config. Okay, taxi checklist, flight controls have been checked, flap settings config 1, FMA climb no blue, 1 FD2, 5,000 blue, radar predicting issues on, ECAM memo, got takeoff no blue, AFB stowed, and disconnected. Oh, reinstalling Phoenix didn't fix that error then, never mind. Barry, what happens if you turn the ADIRS off mid-flight? You're screwed. No, basically you can't do anything. You can't turn them back on because we have to be stationary to align them, basically. So yeah. Evening, Carl.
Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo, contact tower on 118.805, bye-bye.
118.805 over to tower, thank you, Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo, bye-bye.
Oscar Echo X-ray 19er, wind 260 degrees, 4 knots, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff, but I need 1 minute, Oscar Echo X-ray 19er.
Oh wow, cargo at 747, awesome. Tower Alpine 46, Cuba on Echo holding short Bravo.
Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo, Berlin Tower, good evening. Taxi to holding point, runway 25 left, via Bravo, Mike 8.
Taxi via Bravo, Mike 8 for the holding point, 25 left, Alpine 46 Bravo. Perek, which fighter jet is best for a beginner? No idea, I'm afraid.
2743, behind arriving Sunrise Boeing 737, 3 miles final, runway 25 left, line up, runway 25 left behind.
After the incoming traffic 737, landing on runway 25 left, landing up runway 5 left, behind for cargo looks distance 15.
So we'd be given Mike 8, which is this first turn here. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Oscar Echo X-ray 19er, monitor Unicom 122.8 and have a nice flight, bye bye.
Oh, wonderful.
122.8, thank you for the bye-bye.
Electric 1 gen fault. Alright. Well, now's the plan. Time to fix it. We're not going anywhere. So I do that. Turn this off. So, electric 1 generator fault, master caution. Let's confirm the failure. There it is. Overhead is confirming that. Lower cam also confirming the generator 1 has failed, generator 1 off, then on if unsuccessful, generator 1 off. Now, would we want to depart with this if it doesn't work? Probably not, we'd be going back to stand, and then the stream really would be knackered, wouldn't it? Okay, so generator 1's off. Generator 1 back on. Oh, God's sakes. Just cancel that master caution. Someone really didn't want me to fly tonight, did they?
Sunrise 58, Foxtrot Delta, welcome to Berlin Brandenburg. Taxi via Alpha, hold short of Victor 1.
Might get the APU running.
Victor 1, Sunrise 58, Foxtrot Delta.
Cargolux 2743, wind 260 degrees, 4 knots, runway 25 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff runway 25 left, so Cargolux 2743.
Alright, I'm going to get the APU running and
Reserve 207,
we will look at continuing the flight with the in-op generator. Patrick, random failures are on. Yeah, it's nothing to do with me, that one. Alright, let's get the APU on. And Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, just for information, holding mic egg. We just got a slight problem. Probably going to need 4 or 5 minutes to troubleshoot.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, affirm.
Right, let me
Delta,
have a look at the mail, see what we can do, see if we can dispatch.
121, 855, Sunrise 58, Foxtrot.
I mean, technically we've dispatched anyway, we're moving, but let's just see.
Cargolux 2743, monitor Unicom 122.8 and have a nice flight, bye bye.
Monitor Unicom 122.8.
Right, ECAM alert, electric generator 1 fault, condition of dispatch. Okay, let's have a look. So APU is now powering the aircraft as well. So, so ELAC gen fault, where are you? Right, so
Wizard 207, squawk more Charlie, please.
Just got conditions of dispatch with this.
Wizard 207, squawk more Charlie.
Going through the manuals, that's boring, isn't it? Is it legal to have random failures on VATSIM? Yeah, certainly. Was there? Can you even refer to them at this stage of flight? Legally, you don't need to, because we're dispatched and we're moving under our own power. But it's always worth checking. So elec gen 1 is off. So this isn't actually related to the minimum equipment list, so that's fine.
All stations, Berlin Towers closing now. Please monitor Unicom 122.8 and have a nice evening. Bye bye.
So we don't need to worry about anything in the mail. Let's have a look and see on the conditions here, because I think we're now limited, as we're going to be flying with the APU on. We're now going to be limited to the air, the altitude in which we can fly. So just bear with me while I grab the information I need for that. I think it's something like 33,500 feet, but I'm just going to check. We've not got an APU generator fault, that's fine. But yeah, from what I recall, we need to limit the altitude that we can fly at, because we're flying. We've got two sources of power. We've got we've got the APU running. We've got engine. We've got generator 2 running, so that's fine. But the APU is limited to its altitude. That we can use that at. Here we go. It's fine. If unsuccessful, on then off. Okay, in ops systems, main gallery, if the APU is not online, which it now is. Cat 3 single only, that's going to be fine as well. If available, APU may be started, and the APU generator used, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can get going, but we are limited to our flight altitude. Now, I believe they've just said that it has come offline, as the tower's just gone offline. That's okay. We'll move over to Unicom. 122.8. Let's get this jet to Switzerland. They can fix it there. Berlin traffic Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo is lining up 25 left via Bravo. Right, let's get all our lights on. Approach path looks clear. Vladimir, ATC weather generator problem, ATC, US ATC if you try to turn it off and on again. Believe it or not, that is actually, Vladimir, that is exactly what you have to do in the Airbus. Was that, if this was a real world failure, would you return to gate? Yes. Yeah, I mean, you're on the ground, you might as well return to gate. There's no point in dispatching with a rubber, unless, of course, we were at a different airport. If we were at an airport where there was no maintenance, you know, somewhere quite remote, then you'd have to dispatch with it broken and take it to somewhere it can be fixed. Flight Cockpit, no wing lights? No, only need those to check for build-up of ice, and there's not any tonight. So stick with us then, guys. It could be an interesting flight, particularly if something else breaks. And Berlin traffic, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, departing now, 25 left, logged 1 November departure. Lineup checklist, cabin secured, takeoff runway is 25 left, full length confirmed, PAX, TCAS, TRA, PAX 1 and 2 are off. Let's go, let's see if we get there in one piece. Right, takeoff. 50% M1 set, that's stable, set takeoff thrust manflex, SRS runway, auto thrust blue. Evening Elliot, mate, hope you're doing well. Nice long wide runway this one, 100 knots. V1, rotate. And positive rate, gear up. Nav. What about one engaged? Thrust climb, auto thrust. Elliot, tonight's stream was binned. And then we got working, and then generator 1 has conked out on us, so there you go. So, we're well above S speed now, flap 0, spoilers disarmed. Flight Coco, will I be using the frame gen mod? Loads of people ask me about this. And to be honest, I don't know. I don't seem to have that much trouble. I'm quite happy with things sort of as they are. Hey, PS Randy, do I fly the flyby? Oh yeah, all the time. In fact, we flew it last time. Last time we were live on stream. Okay, no ATC around, so let's just continue our climb. We'll go thrust climb, over climb, and flight all 250 blue. Nav discrepancy. Oh, I know what that is. It's because I had to reinstall the Fenix. I just need to set that back up. There we go. Ignore that. Right, well, we're above that cloud layer that we had, so let's get those off. Don't need them. Back here's the gamble thing. Oh, it's just turned off at the minute. Just turned off. I felt like I was responsible for some gambling addiction, so yeah, just get rid of that for a bit.
Berlin traffic, KLM 1825 is on a 10-mile final, runway 35 left, 25 left, Berlin.
Miha says in Romania we just got our first A330 flight to do. Oh, it's at Bucharest to New York. Awesome, 12-year-old aircraft. And some people are complaining it's such an old aircraft and it only has 2 engines. I love the A330. It's brilliant. I do. I think it's a great aircraft. Right, let's just let's spoilers, flaps, gear up. Lights can all come off. Not the strobes, obviously. Okay, let's just clear the ECAM as well. 10,000 feet, and we're past the speed restrictions, so manage our speed. Airport's on the EFIS, Radna page, clear that out. Cost index 0 and 350. Right, we can't. The plan was 350. I need to find it. I'm sure it's 33,500 feet. We can't go any higher than that. So let's go 33,000 feet now. And 330 blue because of the APU. And I'm happy that we can get rid of the seatbelt signs. So Ariel, thank you mate for the raid, hope you're doing well. A1H, would I say Microsoft Flight Simulator on Xbox is still really good, or do you need a PC? It all depends what you want to use it for. If you want to use it for realistic airliner flying, then PC is probably the best way to go. If you want to use it for nice just general aviation scenery viewing and fun, then Xbox is perfectly acceptable. Mr. Dog, am I doing anything with the electric Gen 1 fault? Yes. I'm letting the APU take care of it. Oh, Sunny, why is the APU still on? Because we've got a generator fault. Generator 1 has failed just as we were taxiing out. Patrick, do you mean personally or just in general? Right, I'm just going to look at our flight route. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to get ourselves, there's no way to see them all, we're going to do a nice little direct, because we want to get there quick. We're late. So a little direct to, where is that waypoint? Bag something or other? Bamki. Yes, there you go. That's what we want. Tommy Anna, why is the APU still on? Because we had a Generator 1 fault. So Generator 1 has failed. There it is. Generator 1 has failed. We'll put the light on. Which is fine. Okay, it's not a no-go item, but it does mean that suddenly all the load falls to Generator 2. Now, is it a good idea to just have one generator running on an aircraft? No, probably not. Particularly when we technically have 3, so the APU generator is doing its thing, which is perfect. And we can confirm that by going onto the electric page. Where is it? There you go. Oh, just turn that down a bit. So we can actually see the APU is supplying the AC Essential bus. So that's fine. If this was turned off, then Generator 2 would supply it. Dark, what's the worst item to fail with a Gen 1 fault? Engine 2. Tell me, I answered that question. Get in touch with us on Discord if you haven't done so already, and if you have, I will get around to it, but as you can probably appreciate, I do get quite a lot of messages. Tom, did I activate that, or did it just randomly it just randomly happened? Patrick, how far would I say is a sensible maximum distance for a route direct while on Unicom? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, even when we're not on Unicom, even when we're on VATSIM, sometimes they will give you routes which directs, which can be up to 200 miles. So, yeah, I reckon 200 miles is a pretty decent direct. Irish Davey, you start your training with Ryanair in the summer. Fantastic. What's that for? Is that cabin crew, pilot, ground, dispatch? Hey Dazigi, hope you're doing well. Can I recommend a program out to control the comms radio in the Phoenix? Yours keep auto-tuning. Right, the reason they're auto-tuning, Dag, is because you've got one of the assistance things turned on in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Make sure they're all turned off. I think you can do it up here. Oh, maybe I can't because I've got them turned off in the main settings. But yeah, I think you can get rid of those. Tommy, yeah, the Phoenix has been able to do that since it was released. Random failures. Oh, Irish, you're changing to pilot. Fantastic. Too bad you have to fly Boeing though. Mr. Dog, how to learn? Well, I've been doing it a long time, and you know, good. Basically, tuition was taught. Is the fairest way to answer. Macam, indeed, definitely the fan club here for Airbus. Fly Coco, will I do a video showing the latest A380 news? Last time I did a video about the A380, everyone thought it was clickbait because it didn't happen to be the fly-by-wire. Irish, you prefer Boeing over Airbus? I'd love to know why. Nothing against Boeing. Just that I start hyperventilating when I walk into one of their flight decks. Santa Kingy, good evening, mate. Philippe, can I do a video on how to add Easyjet cabin sounds? There is so basically it's self-loading cargo, which comes with a very good manual, actually. Hey, Mona. Mr. Dog, why am I not on Volanta? Just because I've not got it running in the background. The less things I've got running, the less chance of things going wrong. I hope. So we're going to update our flight computer, so 33,000 feet is what we're going with. Irish David, I get that. You've got a direct link to the aircraft, haven't you? When you're holding that yoke, you're mechanically linked. Obviously, fly-by-wire is not. It's based on electrics and the fly-by-wire systems. But I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think Boeing made a mistake with the MAX? Do you think they should have just brought out a brand new aircraft instead? I say brought out as though you can just bring out a new aircraft. But they should have concentrated work and designing a brand new aircraft to compete with the A320 Neo. I mean, we know why they did it. It all comes down to money.
What's your range from the runway?
4 nautical miles, sir.
Emerson says yes, they should have, and that's as a guy who once loved Boeing. That's interesting, Emerson. You say once loved Boeing. Do you not anymore? Dark Fury, according to the USA News, the recent United incident with the open door was a Boeing Airbus A319. What? Oh. Journalists. Bunker Monkey says the Boeing documentary, wow, completely changed my opinion of them. Is that the one that was doing the rounds on, was it Netflix? I forget what it was called, but I know what you mean. I watched one as well, and I just sat there in disbelief a lot of the time. Gonzo, you've heard Lufthansa has bought 100 737 Maxes. Really? Don't tell Christian that. He'll have to learn how to fly a different aircraft. Hey, YPT, good to see you. A380, good evening to me. This is going to be a late stream here in the UK. We're probably not going to be on the ground till 11 PM. Thanks to the aircraft going tech, then other things going wrong. So we're just going to continue the climb, we'll do our stuff, and then we'll speak about the what-ifs, and what this means. Mr. Dog, it's 11:38 for you, but yeah, I can imagine it's getting quite late if you are watching somewhere else as well in Europe. Macca, mate, celebrating 9 months of channel membership, that is awesome, thank you so much. A380 was my favourite aircraft to fly apart from the A320. Any of the Airbuses. I like the A310. I like the A300 that's just come out. I think it's great. Bunker Monkey, yeah, that's the one. Pretty shocking behaviour in the industry that should be watertight in training and certainly not cutting corners to save a few quid. But you're sure there are two sides to every story. There are, and I would like to hear the other side. Then you can make your own opinion, can't you? What's going on here? Had an issue while streaming. I mean, that makes no difference at night time, really, does it? Nothing. Have I ever landed at Belfast International? Yes, we have. Bankers, Boeing engineers have been whistleblowing for years about time constraints and safety practices and quality control for years, and then this is what happens. I know. I just don't want to think bad of a company that is Boeing, because they're the giants of the aviation world. Right, that's Mac Alt Cruise. Let's set that to below. Right, let's cycle the SD pages, make sure nothing else is not working. Okay, so fuel is fine. Bleed air is all fine. Pressure system's fine. Generator 1 is off. We know that to be the case. APU is working, picking up the load, yeah, that's fine. Hydraulics, they're all fine. Fuel use 1.8, fuel on board 5.1. We took 7 tons of fuel with us, so yeah, that adds up to about 7 ton. APU is obviously running. And conditions fine. And in-op systems, Gen 1. And just check as well on the overhead that is indeed the case. Wonderful. All good. School tomorrow. Don't worry, mate. Hopefully see you next time. Come back and check tomorrow, see if we landed without anything else breaking. Emerson says Boeing doesn't have a single product on the commercial market at the moment that isn't suffering from some sort of setback. The MAX, the 777X, the 787, all of it's problem. What's wrong with the Dreamliner? I thought the Dreamliner was the more bulletproof of them all. Craig, it was almost like the universe was saying, "Don't stream tonight." I know, but I couldn't not. I mean, hadn't done one for a couple of days, and I miss it. Miss you guys. There I go, the master switch is on. You mean the APU? Yeah, that's on for a reason. So have I flown the C-17? No. No. Emerson, quality control issue with the Dreamliner cabins. Oh, I'd not heard that. Fair enough. YTP says Orangate will be retiring its Embraer 195. That's another aircraft I have no idea how to fly. Okay, we're going to continue. I should have said as well, we've got permission now from Ops. We're going to go cost index 50. Let's speed her up. And we're going to go direct to Itago. Try and mix some of this time up. Perfect. So, if you are just joining us, you join us with things not quite going to plan. In fact, we'll just make a little PA now we're at cruise. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, hope you're enjoying our flight. Now we are finally underway. Once again, our apologies for the late departure, and then just before lining up, we did have a slight technical issue with the aircraft, which we managed to sidestep and solve on the ground, so we could get you to your destination safely. We're currently cruising at 33,000 feet. We are obviously running behind, but doing our absolute best to get you into Geneva as quickly as possible. Looking at landing at around 22:45 UTC time, which I believe in Geneva is going to be about 1:45 midnight. So thank you so much, and our cabin crew will be looking after you. Thank you. Right, anyone that's just joined us, that's hopefully let you know what's going on. If you are enjoying the delayed and flight with failures, then please do hit that like button. It does make a big difference. It honestly does. So I know I keep asking, but it makes a massive difference. As recently we passed 38,000 subscribers as well, and that's down to you guys as well. So thank you. George, just want to say make a direct request. Yeah, you see, we're not under any air traffic control, so we can do what we want, really. Emerson, you wish they did integrate some sort of force feedback in the side so pilots can be more aware. Oh, you mean, yeah, so I think I've been spoken to a few Boeing pilots that moved over to Airbus. They say they really like the Airbus, you know, it's very ergonomic in how it all works and things, because it works pretty much exactly the same way as a Boeing. It's just more ergonomic, the backup systems, they're all there, and it's easy to do. But one thing that everybody says, not everybody, but a lot of people say, is they wish, although you don't get any sort of force feedback from the side stick, telling you what the aircraft's doing sort of thing, they wish that the side sticks were linked. So if this gets pulled back, that gets pulled back. And of course, had that been the case, Air France 442 would never have happened. So, yeah. Bunky, you'll be setting up Mobile Flight and the Mini FCU tomorrow evening. Look pretty simple to do in the video. Yeah, it is, yeah. I mean, I'm not technologically minded, so I promise you, if I can do it, anyone can do it. George Play 24s, I'm landing in your hometown. Am I? Excellent. Hope the weather's good. I'll just check on that, actually. Right, we will do a fuel check at Itago as well. That's been about 15 minutes. Let's just discuss things with regards to the INOPS system then. So obviously generator 1 is offline. It means that we cannot do a Cat 3 dual landing. We are limited to Cat 3 single only. Now that shouldn't be an issue depending on the weather in in Geneva. Let's just see what's actually going on then in Geneva at the moment. ATC's gone offline, never mind. 010 at 7. Visibility is fine, overcast 1,400 feet, and it's 0 degrees. Right, in that case, that's fine. That's not going to be a concern. We can get in there. We're not auto-landing, and... I mean, we could auto-land anyway. We just can't auto-land with no decision height. So I think we can relax a bit now and just chill out for a little bit. Laurent, was it Air France 447? What did I say? 442? Apologies. Yes, you are right, of course. 447. Gamer ever the Airbus A321? We've got an A321 in the sim, yeah. Latin VFR with the Horizon mod. Has to have the Horizon mod in so that we can use the wonderful fly-by-wire systems. Back here, you can see why the Gamble thing was suspended. More aviation chat going on. Well, that's true as well. Hey, Zildjian, good to see you. Laurent, I know that there were lots of different things going off in Air France 447, but one of the main contributors to it was the first officer pulling back on the side stick for the majority of the incident. And I will never understand why. And obviously, if the captain, or was it the relief captain, wasn't it, I think, had known that, I'm pretty certain it would have been avoided. But you know, if your pitos freeze and you get unreliable airspeed, you don't pull up. Don't pull up. But anyway, it's easy to say that in the cold light of day. What's the company message? Oh, this will be the Easyjet ops busting my balls. How late are we? "46 minutes. Actually, that's not bad. I thought it was longer than that. Right, what's the ADC delay code for this? What? What are we telling them? Operational delays, incorrect departure time, new route, fueling, defueling, delay of inbound flight, self-maneuvering, stand, other. Startup delay, en route, slight delay, departure, engineering delays. System reset. Yeah, ESR. I loaded 3 aircraft and all of them were broke. Emerson, I think we all do something like that, don't we? Says every time I see that documentary about Air France 447, he finds himself thinking, stop that, don't do that, don't do that. Watching it as though you can change the outcome. I love bread. Great name. Good morning to you. Good morning. Are you in Australia? Good morning, bread. Wondertech, hello, good to see you. Oh, you're in Asia, it's almost 6. Fair enough. Good morning to you indeed. Hey, Ollie. Oh, I'm really glad we got this streaming tonight. It really didn't look like it was going to happen. And then somehow got it working again, and then it became even more exciting when something broke. I know you guys love it when things go wrong. Alfred says, work starts at 7 AM. About to land my plane to Gatwick from the Isle of Man. Flight sim session before work. That is dedication. Silly Winnie! Good evening to you. I mean, guys, this is awesome. It's very late here in the UK, and I know people will be watching from perhaps around the world. But between Twitch and YouTube, we've got about 180 people watching, which is fantastic for such a late flight. Hey Yardy, maintenance work there, magic. No, I did. Yes, they found me an aircraft I could actually fly. I was in two minds, Elliot, whether to do it or not, but I thought, go on, I've got it working. Why not? Wife's busy, so it's not going to affect her. Melspian says, do you remember the moment at Charles de Gaulle, pirates lost control of an aircraft that was a Boeing? Fortunately, the pilots got it back on control and avoided a nightmare. Which one was that? That wasn't the one where they got the wrong Q&H set, was it? Yari, we dusted one off that has been sat on the remote since summer. I hope not. There's probably an insect nest in my pitot tubes. Sean says it's late in Sweden, so bedtime. Don't blame you, mate. Thanks for being here, though. Appreciate it. Have a good sleep. WND Tech. Oh, mate, I wish I could answer that. I'm afraid I can't. Manic Miner, busy wife, happy life. Agreed. Emerson, think that was an Air France 777 from JFK a few months back. I can't recall that one. Hey, Ethan Vu says, gotta be heading to bed soon, school tomorrow. Hope we land safely. So do I, Ethan. Thanks for being here. Mihai says it's nearly midnight in Romania. Wow. Yeah. So, yeah, you're a couple of hours ahead of us then, Mihai. So I'm looking to be on the ground in about 40 minutes. 40 to 45 minutes, as long as nothing else goes wrong. Hello?
Sorry for the intrusion. I was just wondering if you'd like a drink.
Oh, a cup of tea, please. It's been a stressful night.
Of course. I'll go and get it for you now. Just give me a few minutes.
Looking beautiful there in the dark. Hey Amagos, good to see you again. Hope we're having an uneventful flight. We're not. Lots of things going wrong. Do I have any video guides for visual approaches? There is on YouTube. What have I got? I've done a tutorial on circle to lands, which is a visual approach, so that might be worth a watch. Hello.
Hi, Captain. I've made your drinks. They're waiting for you in the galley area.
Too lazy to bring them in, I see. Okay, thanks.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, who the hell's that? That's my FO. He can go and get them. Yeah, do you know, I'm still trying to look through my documents for that that limitation for the APU, flying with the APU running. I'm sure it's 33,500 feet. I don't find the reference anywhere. I swear it's in there. Sort of a limitation of the APU. Can't find it. I will find it. Oh my gosh, will the Fenix A320 get new engines as part of Block 2? Yeah, they should get the IE engines, which will be good. I know a lot of people are waiting for those, aren't they? Right, we're coming up on that waypoint, so let's have a look at doing the fuel check that we spoke about. Make sure nothing else is going wrong. So we loaded 7 tons of fuel, which is 1.3 tons more, 1.5 tons more with the contingency. So at Itago, 1.5 tons more, so that's 4.7 tons we should have. What have we got? And we've got 4.4 tons. I mean, that's not unexpected. We spent a lot of time on the ground. So that's pretty much how I'd expect it to be. Mona, are you okay? you don't often come in here looking for a friend. We're all friends here. Emerson, do I know of any tutorials for the initial Microsoft Flight Sim setup? You have Microsoft Flight Sim, but you still use P3D, mostly because you're tired of all the pop-ups and whatnot. Sim, all the pop-ups? What pop-ups? Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't have pop-ups. Right, should we start looking at the arrival and prepping stuff? Brian, what difference will IE engines make to the flying experience? Not very much, to be honest, Brian. Oh, Manic Miner, if you do meal tool tips, you can turn those off. You don't need them. That was the first thing I did. Right, let me have a look at the arrival charts for where we're going. Bennett 1 November arrival. So we're taking the northern route then? Yes, take the northern route. Bennett 1 November for the arrival, so that's, yeah, Bennett Nimos. We can see it there in the box. Check the codings are all fine. Nimos, Sovad, and Indis 7,000 feet. Okay, so when we get to our top of descent, then we're going to get down for level 150. You can see that GG 514. MSA is 7,000 feet. We want to be green dot by GG 503 and 7,000 feet by Indis. We'll be green dot by 503, flaps 1 as we make that turn towards Indis. Indis is the initial approach fix as well. Yeah, there it is. Platform altitude 7,000 feet. Normal 3-degree ILS approach. We've got Pappies there as well. Runway visual range 550 meters. It's well above that. The minimums are 1617, so that's fine. MSA, yeah, 7,000 feet. We just said that. The couple of VORs that we can use. We've got the Paz VOR, and we want the Sopri VOR, Sierra Papa Romeo, which forms parts of the missed approach procedure. Okay, so I think that's everything I need off the charts for us to brief how we're going to fly the arrival, what we're going to do, where we're going to go, all that kind of rubbish. The only thing that I need now is I just need to grab the latest weather. And then have a look where we're going once we've arrived. One thing I do want to check when runway 04, where do we vacate? Noise abatement, nighttime operations. Where's the arrival brief? Arrival from the south. Yeah, we're not doing that. Taxi procedures. Runway 04 exit taxiways to be used whenever possible. Parking to the south apron, which is where we're going. Heavy aircraft, taxiway Charlie or Bravo. Medium, small light taxiway Delta or Charlie. Delta or Charlie, okay. So that's Delta there, Charlie there. Alright. So one of those. Okay. Let's get the weather. Why is autopilot just conked out on us? Okay, autopilot's off. Aircraft's fine, we're still flying. Let's re-engage. Autopilot 1's engaged. That was strange. Swear to God, someone's messing with my aircraft tonight. Okay. Let's use autopilot 2, shall we? Elliot, it was the autopilot disconnect that was on the ECAM. Seriously, are we going to make it to Geneva? Right, autopilot 2 is is flying. Right, METAR, what's going on in Geneva? Then we'll brief and plan for the worst. Oh, we've got ATIS. Excellent. Information Sierra ILS 04. Wind is 010 at 7. 10 kilometers or more. Visibility. Clouds overcast at 1,400 feet. Temperature is 0 degrees. QNH 1027. No significant changes. Information Sierra. Okay. 1027. Yeah, that's set on there. Alright, let's do our performance page. 1027. Temperature 0. Minimums 1617. Transition altitude is 7,000 feet. Wind 0107. That gives a VAP of 132. Right, I want to do config 3 for landing. So, let's check we can do that. Let's do our landing performance then. Zildjian, I've got a ghost. I hope not. Right, what we're doing. Runway 04. Runway conditions are dry. Oh, hang on. Let's do the idle reverse check first. So, apply the METAR. What's our landing weight going to be? Back here, shame we're not doing redeem anymore. Could have really spoiled the evening. Is it not spoilt enough? Landing weight is going to be 54, 55, 56, 57.7, 58.1. Let's do 58.5 tons for landing. 58.5. Landing distance available 3570. Landing distance required is 2254. Excellent. So we can land with idle, no reverse. Actual landing then is going to be dry flaps 3. Yeah, flaps 3 works. Alright then guys, let's do the approach brief. So, weather we've just been through, wind 010 at 7, so slight wind from the left as we are coming in. Visibility is fine, but it is overcast 1,400 feet, so not till we get down that low will we be able to see those lights. But it is a Cat 1 approach. Aircraft then, is a bit temperamental tonight, so we've got the APU running because generator 1 has failed. How does this affect the aircraft? Thankfully really it doesn't. We just need to be aware of it in case something else breaks. But essentially if the other generator goes or the APU fails, something like that, then we can't auto-land. We don't need to auto-land anyway, so that's fine. But other than that, it's fine. The aircraft is still fully flyable, fully functional, as long as nothing else as long as nothing else breaks. The NOTAMs, there aren't any tonight for Geneva, so that's fine. And biggest threat then in Geneva is, believe it or not the aircraft, but the terrain. Obviously, we have terrain all around Geneva. The get out safe is to the northeast of the airport. So just have a quick look on the charts, and you'll be able to see that for yourself if you're not familiar with Geneva. Yeah, so we're going to be coming in round here, landing. Landing on runway 04, and the get out is in that little valley just there, over Lake Geneva essentially. So yeah, that's our biggest threat. Anti-ice will probably be on then as we're coming down as well. Icing conditions are indeed to be expected, so anti-ice as we're going down. So how are we going to fly? Well, once we get to top of descent, we'll get down flight level 150. We are expecting the Bennett 1 November arrival. ATC are... What ATC are online? Have we got any... have we got Geneva control or anything like that? Oh, Swiss Radar is online, covering Geneva. Right, so they might give us the Bennett 1 November, they might give us the Bennett 1 Papa arrival. In either case, whether we take the north or south route, top of descent, flight level 150, and then when we get to either 502 or 503, it's going to be green dot. Before then, flaps 1 as we leave that, and getting down 7,000 feet at Indis. Indis, I want 7,000 feet. Flaps 1 will be on the glide slope then, and the localizer is a nice normal 3-degree approach. Minimum, as we said, 1617, and how wide is the runway? It's nothing daft, is it, this runway? It's just normal. 45 meters. Oh, 50 meters. Okay, 50 meters wide. That is fine. Once we have landed them, we'll look at vacate at Delta or Charlie. No idea where they'll park us. Maybe one of the remote stands. So we'll the satellite stands. So we shall see. If we need to go around, that's pretty straightforward as well in this direction. Thankfully, it is straight out towards the Saint-Prix VOR 7,000 feet. If we lose another generator or something like that, we will take up a hold somewhere and sort out what we're going to do. If we lost the APU, then depending on how close we are, we're probably better to carry on into Geneva. The less flying time, the better. Oscar, it'd be nice in the summer we can actually see, indeed. Good night, Zillion. Come back tomorrow, see if we landed safely without anything else breaking. Right, frequency 13485. Oh, simulator had a bit of a stutter there. Oh, bang on time.
Level 160 without 6670.
Swiss radar, good evening, Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo, flight level 330, inbound Lutix, type A320, and we have Sierra.
Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo, Swiss radar, low, report your MAC number.
Mach 0.78.
Alright, Alpine 46, Quebec Romeo, maintain that for now. You're cleared for the Bainot 1 November arrival, runway 04, descent flight level 250.
Maintain current max speed and cleared for the Bainot 1 November arrival, descend flight level 250, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo.
And Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo during the descent, maintain 290 knots in conversion.
And 290 knots for conversion, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, thank you. Alright, thrust idle, open descent, down we go. Right, I've just pulled speed and we'll wind that up 290 as we go down. Right, it's about to get interesting. Always the best bit of the flight, this, isn't it, landing? Eurotaxi was an A320 flight recently.
Quebec Romeo, descent flight level 200.
Descent flight level 200, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo. And 200 blue. Right, start concentrating. Eurotaxi.
2743 Swiss.
You were on a flight recently, A320, the APU gave up, they had to attach the air start unit. Excellent.
2743 Swiss, radar allows squawk 1000.
1000 for Cockpit, descent for 3.
Patrick, how do you know when you're on conversion? Well, basically, the aircraft will do it itself, to be honest. It lets you know. I've just set 290 knots because he wants us. He wants us at that.
Identified, reduce speed 250 knots, descent flight level 250.
But normally, if I hadn't have put it into speed mode anyway, the aircraft would automatically have changed from Mach to speed. Ollie, good night to you. Thanks for being here.
Contact arrival 136, decimal 255. Thank you for your service. Have a great evening with FSTraffic.
That's going to be our frequency as well next. 136.255. So we'll set that.
Fraction 9 Romeo Lima, report when ready for descent.
In approximately 50 miles.
I love bread, landed at Gatwick, 2 hours flight sim session before work. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, hello again from the flight deck. We've started our descent now into Geneva. We should be safely on the ground in about 20 minutes time. If you get yourself back to your seat, seatbelt signs will be coming on shortly and the cabin crew will start preparing for our arrival. Thank you.
Yeah, then we are cleared via the Bainot 1 November arrival for runway.
That is Geneva.
I
think.
DHL 156 direct Incus.
Direct Incus, DHL 156.
That's strange seeing it all the way up here at this height, isn't it? Patrick, does the back number change with the headwind, tailwind component, etc.? Your max speed, no, but your ground speed, yes. Your max speed is just your speed through the air, but that changes compared to your. But your ground speed changes depending on the wind.
Romeo, contact descent flight level 16, apology.
Descent flight level 160, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo. 160 blue.
And Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, speed 270 knots or greater.
270 knots or greater for Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo. I'll maintain 29 then.
Looks 2743, speed 270
Well, late as it is.
knots or less.
270 knots or less for Carolux 270.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, contact arrival 136.255, goodbye.
136.255, thanks so much for the service, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo. Good night.
Okay.
Geneva approach, good evening, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, passing flight level 220 for flight level 160, Bennett 1 November.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, Geneva arrival, good evening. KLM 225, turn left, heading 070, descend to 6,000 feet.
Descend 6,000, left 070, KLM.
I was just wondering if the passengers could see Geneva out the window, thinking, "Wow, should we not be landing down there?" Yeah, there it is.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, descend to flight level 120. Expect vectors for ILS approach runway 04.
Descend altitude 120 and expecting the vectors for the ILS 04, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo. And 120 blue.
And Pushback 2468 on the box. Thank you so much for your service tonight. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Pushback 2468, our pleasure. Thanks for
That
flying
was that
in.
Geneva. That wasn't Geneva, was it? No, that can't have been Geneva.
Bye-bye.
Where the heck was that then? Wasn't Geneva.
225, cleared ILS approach runway 04, report established.
Clear for the ILS 04, will report established, KLM 225.
Right, seatbelt signs are on. Everyone back to their seats.
Please 262, welcome to Geneva. Taxi to gate number 3 via out.
Right, we'll pop that into managed descent mode now. We're nicely below the profile, so 1,000 feet per minute will work for us. Patrick, am I Easyjet's mega fan?
Please 262, that was only static.
No. I just used the standard operating procedures, that's all.
Please 262, still only static. Check whether you have muted your mic.
Andrew, do I prefer flying the Fenix Airbus or the PMDG Boeing? Oh, Airbus. Fly-by-wire, Phoenix, inner builds.
Still only static.
Any of those will do.
Ryanair 58 Juliet, turn right heading 310, speed 180 knots.
Right heading 310, speed 180 knots, Ryanair 58.
So the plan will be to be 7,000 feet
Scandinavia 248.
when we get there.
030 degrees, 8 knots.
That's 10,000 feet away.
Clear to land.
30 miles every 10,000 feet. So we are currently about 60 miles away. So yeah, we're well below profile, which is fine. Hey Bobby, life's good, thank you.
KLM 225 established on the ILS 04.
KLM 225, Roger, maintain 180 knots until 8 DME.
180 knots until 8 DME, KLM 225.
Cabin crew about 15 minutes to landing.
With a 66 November Zulu, descend to flight level 80.
Descend to flight.
Patrick, have I tried to find the Latin VFR and the headwind A330? Yes, I love the headwind A330. The Latin VFR, if it's got the Horizon mod in it, it's okay.
Yeah, Geneva approach
Gonzi, was it the Parian Air Base? Yeah, fair enough.
Ryanair 58 Juliet.
I did think they looked very high if that was going to be Geneva. I don't know why I thought that was Geneva, but there you are.
Right heading 010 to 7 maintain 6,000 feet.
One of those mental moments.
What was the other station calling?
Hello, Fraction 9 Romeo Lima, descending flight level 180, information.
Oh, Patrick, you meant to say the Latin VFR on the horizon. Yes.
Romeo Lima, Geneva arrival. Good evening. Information Sierra is correct.
Yes, do like the
ILS approach runway 04, descent to flight level
A321 with the Horizon mod.
Descend to flight level 140, fraction.
I don't like light VFR on its own. I think it's very
Ryanair
overpriced.
58 Juliet, clear ILS approach runway 04, report established.
Clear ILS approach runway 04, will report established runway 58 Juliet.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, descend to flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo.
LM225, established. Here now and lost.
KLM 225, roger.
Emerson, does anyone know when if chase plane will something similar will come to mind? I would love that.
And Alpha 3, I believe, leaving your frequency. Thank you very much for the seat tonight and cheers.
I would absolutely love chase plane to come.
For X-ray Lima, it was our pleasure. Thanks for flying in. Have a good night. Bonne soirée.
Merci à vous aussi.
Now there's Geneva. And there's Lake Geneva. I mean, Geneva just looks stunning, nighttime or daytime, doesn't it?
Geneva approach, Carlux, system with you.
Carlux 2743, Geneva arrival, good evening.
So just giving it an eye speed, we need 270 or above. We're at 290, we'll need to slow down, so another couple of miles, I'll probably reduce speed to 270.
Carlux 2743, roger. Information, Sierra is current, expect vectors, FLS approach runway 04, descend to flight level 80.
Back is to me the big black hole, yes. That's Lake Geneva.
Level 80, and we
Big
are
black lake.
Vectors for the final, and we have information to onward. Carlux, unfortunately.
In Geneva, Ryanair 58, we're fully established ILS here.
Ryanair 58, Juliet, roger. KLM 225, wind 030 degrees, 8 knots, runway 04, clear to land.
Runway 04, clear to land, run. LM225.
Scandinavian 248, welcome to Geneva. Taxi to stand 63 via Alpha and outer.
Taxi to stand 63 via Alpha and outer, Scandinavian 248.
With 66 November, Zulu descend
So we
to
just
7,000
reduced
feet,
the speed to
QNH
270.
Descending to 7,000 feet, QNH 1027, with 66 November 0.
I think, to be honest, we can
Cargo
probably
2743, reduce speed to 250 knots.
use VS.
Carlux,
Try and fine-tune our arrival a little bit now.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, reduce speed to 210 knots.
Reduce speed 210, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo.
Fraction 9 Romeo Lima, descend to flight level 80.
Descend to flight level 80, fraction 9 Romeo Lima.
Alright, activate the approach phase. If he wants 210 knots.
LM225 going around.
Ooh, go around.
LM225, roger. Continue on or maintain runway heading, climb back to 7,000 feet.
There he is.
Runway heading, climb and maintain 7,000 feet. LM225. The reason was indecision of the runway line.
Roger.
Actually, isn't it meant to be overcast here? Doesn't look very overcast here, does it?
Fraction 9 Romeo Lima, fly heading 310.
Heading 310, fraction 9 Romeo Lima.
Just pop that into open descent to help us slow down. Thrust idle over descent.
Speed further to 210 knots.
210 knots for Carlux, descent with me.
Ryanair 58 Juliet, wind 010 degrees, 8 knots, runway 04, clear to land.
04, clear to land, Ryanair 58 Juliet.
Okay, coming up 10,000 feet. Let's get the landing lights on. Axe crew, good evening. Why is the FU on who broke what?
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1027.
Descend altitude 7,000, QNH 1027, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo. Oh, Navalt discrepancy. Hello.
Geneva, hello.
Okay, thank you.
If you let me know when you're ready to land, I'll make sure the rest of the crew are seated ready.
Easy 73 Mike, Geneva arrival.
Will do.
Good evening. Information, Sierra is correct. Cleared T Kines 2 November arrival. Expect vectors wireless approach runway 04.
Cleared Kines 2 November and expect vectors runway 04. Easy 70 Mike.
Oh, that go around got up there nice and quickly, didn't he? Hey, HD's here. Hey, stranger. How you doing, mate? Because someone broke my aircraft. That's why. Actually, they didn't. No, nobody redeemed a failure of any kind. The aircraft broke all by itself. Patrick, can you do soft go around in the CO? No, that's only a Neo feature.
With a 66 November Zulu, descend to 6,000 feet, turn left, heading 130.
Descend to 6,000 feet and turn left, heading 130 with a 66,000.
Alright. I'll just set VS 600.
Fraction 9 of Romeo Lima, turn left, heading 220.
Left heading 330, fraction 9 Romeo Lima.
Ah, well, HD, I was going to have a chat with you about this. Technically,
225, turn right, heading 140.
Technically, we're dispatched. Pushback, we were about to line up on the runway, and the generator failed. Hey, Kevin Booth, good evening, or good morning, whichever. So yeah, we did carry on. Purely to get the flight in, but we ran with the APU generator on, and we also limited our altitude to 33,000 feet. Because I'm sure I've got that in my.
Fraction 9 of Romeo Lima, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1027.
I'm sure I've got it in my mind somewhere. We're limited to 33,500 feet, but I'll be damned if I can find that reference.
With a 66 November Zulu, turn left heading 070, cleared ILS approach runway 04, report established.
Turn left 070 and cleared ILS approach 04, report established with a 66 November Zulu.
KLM 225, turn right heading 220.
Right 220 for KLM 225.
We'll definitely look into that later, mate. Right, what are we on? 7.6. That's going to be fine.
And approach runner 58 Juliet, vacated 04 at Bravo.
Runner 58 Juliet, welcome to Geneva, taxi.
And if anyone's wondering why I'm working with AP2, it's because AP1 turned off. We got it on again, but we thought, oh, well, let's try AP2 and let's not have that happen again. Right, let's expect the left turn any moment now. I'll have to tidy up the flight plan as well.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, turn left heading 130.
Left heading 130, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo.
Fraction 9 Romeo Lima, reduce speed to 180 knots.
Reduce speed to 180 knots, fraction 9 Romeo Lima.
Geneva arrival, northward Topsis 35 Uniform Foxtrot, descending from flight level 230 inbound Golem.
Topsis 35 Uniform Foxtrot, Geneva arrival, good evening. Information, Sierra is current, expect vectors for ILS approach runway 04, descend to flight level 140.
Descending 140, expecting vector approach 04 left, 04, Taxis 35 Uniform Foxtrot, Formation Sierra.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, descend to 6,000 feet.
6,000 Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo. So start low descent, 6,000 blue.
6 November Zulu established on ILS 04.
India November Echo identified.
With 66 November Zulu, roger. Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, turn left heading 070, cleared ILS approach runway 04, report established.
Left heading 070, clear ILS Romeo 04, and we'll report established ILS 46 Quebec Romeo.
Easy 73 Mike, descend to flight level 8180, flight level 180.
Descend to flight level 180, Easy 73 Mike.
With 66 November Zulu, maintain 180 knots until 8 DME.
Okay, Alglass logbook 3 dual autopilot 1 and 2, autopilot 1 and 2 now back, both engaged. Yeah, I think autopilot 1 is, it was a sim bug. I don't think it was then. It's obviously nothing to do with the aviation aircraft systems.
KLM 225, turn right heading 230.
Right 230, KLM 225.
We did a landing calculation with auto brake low, didn't we? I mean, it's a nice long runway, but go on then. I shall not get dazzled by the upper ECAM. Well, now we're getting established and sorted. Manage the speed.
Fraction
We're
9
going to turn
Romeo
this
Lima,
down.
turn left heading 130.
And flaps 1.
Left heading 130,
Speed's checked.
fraction
Flaps
9
1.
Romeo Lima.
Topsis 35 Uniform Foxtrot, continue on present heading, descend to flight level 80.
Present heading, descending 080, Taxis 35 Uniform Foxtrot.
With 66 November Zulu, wind
So as we've got
8
that,
knots, runway 04,
lower
clear to
ECAM
land.
status has just popped up to reminders.
Runway 04 cleared to land with 66 November Zulu.
And any speed restrictions for Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo?
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, maintain 180 knots until 8 DME.
180 till 8, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo. Flaps 2, speed's checked.
Fraction 9 Romeo Lima,
Flaps 2.
descend to 6,000 feet.
Descend down to 6,000 feet, fraction 9 Romeo Lima.
Easy 73 Mike, descend to flight level 140.
Where's my runway gone?
Descend flight level 140, Easy 73 Mike.
Cabin crew seats for landing.
225, reduce speed to 210 knots.
210 knots, KLM 225.
Fraction 9 Romeo Lima, turn left heading 070, cleared ILS approach runway 04, report established.
Left heading 070, cleared ILS approach runway 04, fraction 9 Romeo Lima.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo is established 04.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, roger.
And there's our runway.
KLM 225, minimum fuel.
KLM
Minimum
225, roger. You are number 4 on the approach.
Oh dear.
Okay, KLM 225.
Get to Freight, have a good evening and thanks for all the service.
Scandinavian 248, our pleasure. Thanks for flying in. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
You too, sir. Scan to Freight.
Okay, just a reminder, if we need to go around, then misapproach 7,000.
Fraction 9 Romeo Lima, roger.
And
no speed restriction.
it's straight out.
No speed restrictions, fraction 9 Romeo Lima.
To the start pre-VOR. Okay, that's 8 miles. I'm going to reduce 160 knots. And we'll get the gear down as well. And get configured. Gear down. Spoilers armed. Manage speed, landing checklist. Says cabin. is secured. Go around altitude 7,000 feet. TCAM memo landing. No blue.
Topsis 35 Uniform Foxtrot, turn left heading 220.
FN 220, Topsis 35 Uniform Foxtrot.
Doug Sim, thank you so much for the prime sub.
Descent to flight level 90.
Appreciate that.
Descent to flight level 90, easy 7 Quebec.
KLM 225, turn right heading 310.
Right 310 KLM 225.
Right. Someone count the taxiways for us when we land, so I know where I am when I've landed. Autopilot R5 control.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, wind 010 degrees, 8 knots, runway 04, clear to land.
Clear to land 04, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo.
KLM 225, turn right heading 010, descend to 6,000 feet.
010, 6,000 KLM 225.
Slight wind from the left.
November Zulu, welcome to Geneva, taxi to gate number 5 via Alpha, outer, link 3 and inner.
Taxi to gate 5 via Alpha, outer, link
Come on,
3
center line.
and inner.
Stable.
6670.
Topsis 35 Uniform Foxtrot, descent to 7,000 feet, QNH 1027.
10,000 feet, QNH 1027, Topsis 35 Uniform Foxtrot.
100 above.
KLM 225, cleared ILS approach runway 04, report established.
Clear for the ILS 04, we will report established KLM.
Continue.
Easy 73 Mike, descent to 7,000 feet, QNH 1027.
Descent to 7,000 feet, QNH 1027, easy 73.
40, 30, 20, retard.
Spoilers, reverse green, decel, manual brakes, reverses off,
KLM 225 reducing speed to 180 knots.
KLM 225, roger, no speed restriction.
No speed restriction to KLM 225.
With a 66 November Zulu, give way to the Alpine Airbus A320, leaving the runway on Charlie.
Oh, I know where we are now. Charlie.
Way to the Alpine AC-20, leaving runway on Charlie with a 66 November Zulu.
Correction 9 of Romeo Lima, wind 03, correction, wind 010 degrees, 8 knots.
Come on,
04,
get out of the
clear to
way,
land.
move.
Runway 04, clear to land, correction 9 Romeo Lima.
Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo, welcome to Geneva, taxi to gate number 9 via outer, link 3 and inner.
Gate 9 via the outer, link 3 and inner. Thank you, Alpine 46 Quebec Romeo.
Topsis 35 Uniform Foxtrot, turn left heading 130, descend to 6,000.
Gotta work out where the heck that is.
Topsis 35 Uniform Foxtrot, left 130 and descend to 6,000 feet.
Descending 6,000 feet, Topsis 35 Uniform Foxtrot.
Right, so this is the outer, link 3 is a bit further on, and stand 9 straight in front of it. Thanks, Patrick. If you are exiting, then please do leave a like as you go. We'll check out the replay as well in a bit. It's not behind me, HD. Panto season's gone. Side stick fault. Cancel master caution. Disregard.
Topsys 35 Uniform Foxtrot, turn left heading 070, cleared ILS approach runway 04, report established.
FM 070, cleared ILS 04, will report established, Topsys 35 Uniform Foxtrot.
Patrick, I just guess. Swissport seemed like the obvious choice here. Oh, nice. Was that the KLM that was low on fuel? GMD, thank you so much for being here. Stand 9 over to the right. There we are.
Fraction 9 Romeo Lima, vacating on Delta.
Fraction 9 Romeo Lima, welcome to Geneva, taxi.
Ian Muller, hey mate. It is Red Wing. The scenery that I have.
Via Alpha, Fraction 9 Romeo Lima.
I don't know if anyone else does Geneva actually.
KLM 225, wind 010 degrees, 8 knots, runway 04, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 04, KLM 225.
Transavia 737 in front of us.
Establish ILS 04, Topsys 35 Uniform Foxtrot.
Topsys 35 Uniform Foxtrot, roger. Maintain 180 knots until 8 DME.
180 knots until 8, Topsys 35 Uniform Foxtrot.
Easy 73 Mike, turn right heading 310.
Right heading 310, Easy 73 Mike.
HT says Transavia are going to Airbus. Are they? Oh, good on them. Another Boeing fleet going in the bin. Right, is that where he wants us to stop? Oh, well, fair enough.
Easy 73 Mike,
I don't
turn
think he
right
does.
heading 010, descend to 6,000 feet.
Oh yes, he does. He wants us to cut engines. Fair enough. Ah, parking brakes set. Right, I'll leave the engines running just because I want to see the replay. Let's come off VATSIM then. Goodbye, VATSIM controls. Awesome that they were here this late on as well, because it's obviously quite late over there. Yeah, let's check out the replay. It's been 3 minutes, so we would be able to normally shut engines down, seatbelt signs come off, fuel pumps can come off, APU running, APU bleed had come on, and clear the squawk 2000. But yes, want to leave the engines running. Beacon light off when we drop below 10% and 1. Right, that would be the shutdown procedure. We're not going to do it because I want to see what the replay looks like. Dark. Probably is how it's going to look, but never mind. HT, last time you were there, you just guessed. Why doesn't that surprise me? Oh, love a window view. I can tell halfway through we lost some sort of data connection. Look, it looks like SimCity 2000 down there. Good night, Patrick. Thanks for being here. Make sure you check us out next time. I'm going to have to remember to turn the data back on when I next fly. Daft Microsoft and their data connection. Still, doesn't affect how the airport looks. Oh, me, it doesn't matter, mate. Made for a nice, nice steady view into Geneva, which is always welcome. Yeah, happy with that landing. Great stuff. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. As I say, it was a much later start than I had planned, so I really do appreciate everyone showing up for a late stream and even sticking with us now. It's 10 to, my God, it's 10 to 11. Definitely need a beer. Hope the wife's still busy. Thank you so much, guys, once again for your amazing support, and of course, our Easyjet Simple channel members, as always, continuing supporters. As you do, and as well as our supporters over on Twitch as well. Good evening, guys. Thank you again to you for being here. Our next live stream probably won't be tomorrow. My son's cricket club starts now on a Friday night, so that's the Friday night stream's gone. But I'm hopeful we might get one in over the weekend, so we shall we shall wait and see. So, guys, thank you so much. I will leave you with this final replay scene, and again, thank you so much. Hit the like button on the way out. Have a great evening, guys. Bye bye.
Retard.